This makeshift shrine marks the spot where a Detroit woman plunged to her death early Saturday morning. 33-year-old Deletha Word, seen here in a high school graduation photo, drowned in the swift current below.
Versus Martell Welch. The charge is murder in the second degree.
Police say Martell Welch attacked Word after their two cars collided on the gridlocked bridge. He allegedly dragged her onto the road, beat her, and smashed her windshield with a tire iron. Early media reports had a crowd of 30 or 40 people cheering and telling Ward to jump as she fled for her life.
The story that the crowd was out jeering her or egging these people on is totally false. We found nothing to substantiate that.
How do he know? I believe it's true. Because people are so cruel in this world. So yes, they will stand around and watch something like this. A bunch of young punk kids.
It's a lot of...
In fact, two young men did jump into the water, trying to rescue Word, but it was too late. Her body was found miles downriver the next day. Welch has been charged with second-degree murder and is being held on $1 million bond. The exact details of what happened up on this bridge last weekend remain as murky as the waters of the Detroit River below. What's clear, however, is that public reaction to this incident has now overshadowed Deletha Word's tragic death. Terry Phillips, CBS News, Detroit.
Like I said, I didn't necessarily see nobody cheering anybody on, but it might as well have been because nobody was trying to help.
That's a question many people in Detroit are asking today. What really happened to Deletha Word last weekend? Was she fleeing from an angry assailant before she plunged to her death in the Detroit River? Or did a rowdy crowd urge her to jump off the Belle Bridge? Apparently, Walker and his friend Orlando Brown were the only two people who tried to rescue the 33-year-old woman early Saturday morning.
There was no concern, and I guess I thought it was funny. I did hear somebody laughing. It's just another senseless death, I say.
According to police, it started when Word, seen here in a high school graduation photo, was involved in a minor traffic accident on the busy bridge connecting Belle Isle with downtown Detroit. 19-year-old Martell Welch was in the other vehicle. After catching up to her on the gridlocked bridge, police say Welch dragged Word out onto the road, beat her, and smashed her windshield. At this point, widespread media reports say a crowd of 30 or 40 people started cheering and telling her to jump.
We've talked with the people there. They won't confirm this. And it appears to me that the media is the one who's making this into a circus more so than the witnesses.
Even though Welch is now charged with second-degree murder, Word's mother is angry. She doesn't believe what police say happened to her daughter in the moments before her death.
She was the most kindest human being that you ever want to meet. She wouldn't harm or flee. Now, why would anybody do this to her?
Commander Stewart says he's not defending what happened on the bridge, but denies it was a mob scene.
How do you define a mob scene? I'm telling you that there were a number of people out there, and if they see someone jumping over off a bridge into a water, the normal reaction is for everybody to run over to see. If you describe that as being a mob scene, then there was a mob scene.
We may never know exactly what happened on this bridge, but what's clear is that public and media reaction to this incident has now far overshadowed Deletha Word's tragic death. Terry Phillips, CBS News, Detroit.